Alright, so I want to show you guys this. Look at the hibiscus. Look how pretty. Get out of here, fly. Look how gorgeous she is. That color is beautiful. This is one of the ones I picked up on clearance a couple of months ago. She's gorgeous. So I'm still waiting for this part of the lawn to come back in. That side over there, those seeds are doing their thing, but this side, yeah, no. So I actually threw down some more, so I'm gonna see what it does. But you know what is coming up everywhere? Zinnias. Last year I had them all in the lawn also, and this year they are back. They are everywhere. So I actually planted some in here, but not over here. These guys are just popping up. Like I said, same as last year. Last year I had them all over here in the lawn. So all I'm gonna do is just go ahead and replant them somewhere else. The Coreopsis, if you remember, I cut it all the way down to the ground because the gopher had just came through here and just destroyed everything. So the Coreopsis is gorgeous once again. I do have my one rose mallow that came back, but my other one didn't. So yeah, the other one was actually my favorite. This is the pink one, but I love that cranberry colored one, but it didn't come back this year. So I'm gonna be out here this week in this area over here because this area is a total mess. It is a jungle on this side, and this part right here bothers me the most because although I do have this Sunny Susie that I love, it just pretty much, you know, covers this entire side. You guys know I lost the other side with the Santa Ana winds, but these things grow so much and so fast, and these vines go everywhere. So it is tangled all inside of this bougainvillea. But I went to move the big bougainvillea, and it has set roots down into the ground. So I'm gonna have to dig up the ground all the way around it to actually move this container. And that'll give a little space in here, and it'll make it a lot easier for me to be able to trim these vines back. You can see they are all the way through. So it makes it a little hard for me to keep this side over here trimmed because there's not that much space in there. So I am gonna just go ahead and move the bougainvillea. Not exactly sure where I'm gonna put it yet. Look at this color. Oh, that is gorgeous. All right, and if you guys have never seen a Martha Washington geranium, look at that. I don't even like geraniums, but I like this one. It is gorgeous, and if I would have known that it was gonna be this pretty, I wouldn't have planted it way back here in the back. It's beautiful. So I'm sitting over here on the yellow bench, and I just want to show you guys how drastically the views have changed just since the last video. Everything is awake and taking off. Look at this. You can see those Shasta daisies over there in the middle. Look how tall they are. And then right next to that is the evening primrose. So it's pretty overcast today, and I still don't want to step over here where I put the seeds down. But as you guys can see, everything from the geraniums to the lantana to the purple sage is just going crazy. Look at the butterfly bush. It is humongous. Has no blooms on it yet, but it is huge. The gazanias, I don't know how to pronounce that word. I guess because I've never actually looked it up, huh? Without too much sunlight, they're not too open today. Got one trying right here. But we're supposed to stay in the 70s all this week, and I am grateful for that because we have been in the high 80s and low 90s. So I was kind of worried about my canna this year. You guys know this canna is usually taller than I am. I love it. I love this beautiful deep foliage. And it was so massive that I separated it and I planted some over there on the other side. Well, this year with all of the frost and the snow and everything that we got, it actually died back to the ground. That is the first time ever it has done that. And I was a little worried, but it is coming back. The color is not as deep as it was before, but I'm going to be watching it and see if there's any change. Now, I will show you the one on the other side because the color over there is actually deeper. I can't forget my little snapdragons. Look at these beauties. These were a 99-cent only store purchase also a few years ago. And yeah, they're perennial. They come back for me. Even when the plant is actually just gone, it just looks like there's nothing there. It comes back. So if there's one thing I am terrible at, it is pruning. I hate pruning. I kind of just want plants to do what they do and leave them alone. But I know some plants actually need pruning. But look at that. So the Shasta daisies are all forming heads now. And I am loving it. However, they are taking over this entire bed. So I think at the end of this season, I'm gonna go ahead and dig some of them up. Oh, not the ladybug I was hoping for. But I did find a few ladybugs this morning, but that's not the good one right there. So I was just going to say that the only thing I'm waiting on is my crepe myrtles to bloom. And this just caught my eye. That is the first bloom. So I can't wait for all of them to bloom. The society garlic is blooming. So beautiful. I can always tell when the kids are messing with the flowers because for some reason this is always the one they used to mess with, and you can smell it all the way in the house whenever they touch it. The lantana's coming back, and look at this, more deadheading. Oh, lots of deadheading. Should pay someone just to deadhead for me. Even this pink bower vine is waking up. Let's see, this is a discarded bloom. Look at that. You wanna go back where you were hanging? So this is the other pieces to the canna. I dug up some of the tubers and I brought them over here. Or should I say rhizomes, my bad. I know someone was gonna correct me. And yeah, the color over here is a little deeper. And this one did not die back to the ground. So It did die off just a little bit, but it always had some stems above ground over here. So hopefully this year, this one will get over 7 feet tall like the other one does.